Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the McNichols Sports Arena in Denver for tonight's national championship game between the Duke Blue Devils and the UN Runnin' Rebels. Now let's meet the starting lineups. For Duke at forward, a 6'5" senior from Fayetteville, North Carolina, number 21, Robert Brickey. For UNLV at forward, a 6'8" junior from Pasadena, California, number 32, Stacey Augmon. For Duke at forward, a 6'11" sophomore from Angola, New York, number 32, Christian Laettner. For UNLV at forward, a 6'7" junior from Dallas, Texas, number 4, Larry Johnson. For Duke at center, a 6'10" senior from Bloomfield, New Jersey, number 30, Ala Abdelnaby. For UNLV at center, a 6'10" senior from Washington, D.C., number 00, David Butler. For Duke at guard, a 6'4" senior from University Park, Illinois, number 3, Phil Henderson. For UNLV at guard, a 6'1½ sophomore from Detroit, Michigan, number 12, Anderson Hunt. For Duke at guard, a 6-foot freshman from Jersey City, New Jersey, number 11, Bobby Hurley. For UNLV at guard, a 6'2" junior from Las Vegas, Nevada, number 50, Greg Anthony. And introducing the head coaches. For Duke in his 10th season, Mike Krzyzewski. For UNLV in his 17th season, Jerry Tarkanian. Let's meet the starting lineups. For Kansas at forward, a 6'6" junior from Santa Ana, California, number 24, Alonzo Jameson. For Duke at forward, a 6'7" freshman from Reston, Virginia, number 33, Grant Hill. For Kansas at forward, a 6'7" senior from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, number 32, Mike Maddox. For Duke at forward, a 6'6" senior from Clifton Park, New York, number 22, Greg Kubek. For Kansas at center, a 6'9" senior from Englewood, Colorado, number 42, Mark Randall. For Duke at center, a 6'11" junior from Angola, New York, number 32, Christian Laettner. For Kansas at guard, a 6'2" senior from Clyde, New York, number 3, Terry Brown. For Duke at guard, a 6'4" sophomore from Lancaster, Texas, number 12, Thomas Hill. For Kansas at guard, a 5'11" sophomore from Reseda, California, number 30, Adonis Jordan. For Duke at guard, a 6-foot sophomore from Jersey City, New Jersey, number 11, Bobby Hurley. And the coaches for Kansas in his 3rd season, Roy Williams. For Duke in his 11th season, Mike Krzyzewski. Gentlemen, and welcome to the Metrodome for tonight's national championship game between the Michigan Wolverines and the Duke Blue Devils. And now let's meet the starting lineups. For Michigan at forward, a 6'9" freshman from Detroit, Michigan, number 4, Chris Webber. For Duke at forward, a 6'8" sophomore from Mobile, Alabama, number 21, Antonio Lang. For Michigan at forward, a 6'6" freshman from Austin, Texas, number 21, Ray Jackson. For Duke at forward, a 6'8" sophomore from Reston, Virginia, number 33, Grant Hill. For Michigan at center, a 6'9" freshman from Chicago, Illinois, number 25, Jawan Howard. For Duke at center, a 6'11" senior from Angola, New York, number 32, Christian Laettner. For Michigan at guard, a 6'5" freshman from Plano, Texas, number 24, Jimmy King. For Duke at guard, a 6'5" junior from Lancaster, Texas, number 12, Thomas Hill. For Michigan at guard, a 6'8" freshman from Detroit, Michigan, number 5, Jalen Rose. For Duke at guard, a 6-foot junior from Jersey City, New Jersey, number 11, Bobby Hurley. And the coach of Michigan in his 3rd season, Steve Fisher. And the coach of Duke in his 12th season, Mike Krzyzewski.
Ladies and gentlemen, and
welcome to the Louisiana Superdome for tonight's NCAA National Championship game between the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Michigan Wolverines. And now let's meet the starting lineups. For North Carolina at forward, a 6'6" junior from the Bronx, New York, number 31, Brian Reese. For Michigan at forward, a 6'9" sophomore from Detroit, Michigan, number 4, Chris Webber. For North Carolina at forward, a 6'8" senior from Roanoke, Virginia, number 34, George Lynch. For Michigan at forward, a 6'6" sophomore from Austin, Texas, number 21, Ray Jackson. For North Carolina at center, a 7-foot junior from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 00, Eric Montross. For Michigan at center, a 6'9" sophomore from Chicago, Illinois, number 25, Juwan Howard. For North Carolina at guard, a 6'3" sophomore from Garner, North Carolina, number 21, Donald Williams. For Michigan at guard, a 6'5" sophomore from Plano, Texas, number 24, Jimmy King. For North Carolina at the guard, a 6'4" junior from East Elmhurst, New York, number 14, Derek Phelps. And for Michigan at guard, a 6'8" sophomore from Detroit, Michigan, number 5, Jalen Rose. And the coaches for North Carolina in his 32nd season, Dean Smith. For Michigan in his 4th full season, Steve Fisher. And welcome to Charlotte Coliseum for the NCAA National Championship game between the Duke Blue Devils and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Now let's meet the starting lineups. For Duke at forward, a 6'8" senior from Reston, Virginia, number 33, Grant Hill.
Without question, the most versatile player we've seen in a long time in college basketball.
For Arkansas at forward, a 6'6" senior from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, number 23, Ken Biley.
A senior who's getting one of those warranted starts. Nolan loves his seniors.
For Duke at forward, a 6'8" senior from Mobile, Alabama, number 21, Antonio Lang.
He cannot get in foul trouble for Duke. The bench is not deep enough.
For Arkansas at forward, a 6'7" sophomore from Russellville, Arkansas, number 34, Corliss Williamson.
Has elevated himself to one of the premier players in America.
For Duke at center, a 6'11" junior from Huntington Beach, California, number 44, Cherokee Parks.
Played 40 minutes on Saturday. Is going to have to give Duke 35 plus today. The knee cannot be a factor.
For Arkansas at center, a 6'9" junior from Memphis, Tennessee, number 15, Dwight Stewart.
They may call him a center, but this guy steps out and hits threes that are very valuable for Arkansas.
For Duke at guard, a 6'5" freshman from Fayetteville, North Carolina, number 5, Jeff Capel.
As Coach Smith said, he's no longer a freshman, now a sophomore.
For Arkansas at guard, a 6'6" sophomore from Ruston, Louisiana, number 30, Scotty Thurman.
A great player who is underrated nationally, but is a leader offensively for this club.
For Duke at guard, a 6'3" sophomore from Northern Illinois, number 20, Chris Collins.
Has got to make some threes early.
For Arkansas at guard, a 6'2" junior from Memphis, Tennessee, number 14, Corey Beck.
The heart and soul of the Razorbacks.
And the coaches for Duke in his 14th season, Mike Krzyzewski.
Two of the best in the business shaking hands, Nolan and Mike.
For Arkansas in his 9th season, Nolan Richardson. Gentlemen, and welcome to the Kingdome in Seattle for tonight's national championship game between the Arkansas Razorbacks and the UCLA Bruins. Now let's meet the starting lineups. For Arkansas at forward, a 6'7" junior from Russellville, Arkansas, number 34, Corliss Williamson. For UCLA at forward, a 6'8" senior from Lakewood, California, number 31, Ed O'Bannon. For Arkansas at forward, a 6'6" junior from Ruston, Louisiana, number 30, Scotty Thurman. For UCLA at forward, a 6'6" sophomore from Lakewood, California, number 13, Charles O'Bannon. For Arkansas at center, a 6'8" senior from Memphis, Tennessee, number 40, Elmer Martin. For UCLA at center, a 7-foot senior from Prague in the Czech Republic, number 25, George Zidek. For Arkansas at guard, a 6'4" senior from Tulsa, Oklahoma, number 12, Clint McDaniel. For UCLA at guard, a 6'5" freshman from Los Angeles, California, number 12, Toby Bailey. For Arkansas at guard, a 6'2" senior from Memphis, Tennessee, number 14, Corey Beck. And for UCLA at guard, a 5'10" senior from Long Beach, California, number 11, Tyus Edney. And the coaches for Arkansas in his 10th season, Nolan Richardson. For UCLA in his 7th season, Jim Harry. For Kentucky at guard, a 6'1" senior from Brownsville, Tennessee, number 00, Tony Dell. For Syracuse at guard, a 6'4" senior from Syracuse, New York, number 3, Lazara Sims. And for Kentucky at guard, a 6'2" junior from Lebanon, Kentucky, number 25, Anthony Epps. And the coaches for Syracuse in his 20th season, Jim Boeheim. For Kentucky in his 7th season, Rick Pitino.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the RCA Dome for tonight's NCAA game between the Arizona Wildcats and the Kentucky Wildcats. Now let's meet the starting lineups. For Arizona at forward, a 6'8" junior from Sebastopol, California, number 21, Bennett Davison. For Kentucky at forward, a 6'7" sophomore from Nashville, Tennessee, number 33, Ron Mercer. For Arizona at forward, a 6'5" junior from Seattle, Washington, number 23, Michael Dickerson. For Kentucky at forward, a 6'9" sophomore from Louisville, Kentucky, number 34, Scott Paget. For Arizona at center, a 6'11" sophomore from Albuquerque, New Mexico, number 42, A.J. Bramlett. For Kentucky at center, a 6'10" freshman from Toronto, Canada, number 42, Jamal McLaughlin. For Arizona at guard, a 6'1" freshman from Phoenix, Arizona, number 10, Mike Debby. For Kentucky at guard, a 6'2" sophomore from Boston, Massachusetts, number 5, Wayne Turner. For Arizona at guard, a 6'5" junior from Fullerton, California, number 34, Miles Simon.
Let's go, Miles.
For Kentucky at guard, a 6'2" senior from Lebanon, Kentucky, number 25, Anthony Epps. And the coaches from Arizona in his 24th season, Luke Olson. From Kentucky in his 15th season, Rick Pitino.
The final time as the public address announcer at the Final Four, the legendary voice of the Southwest, Frank Fallon, with the lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Alamo Dome in San Antonio for tonight's national championship game between the Utes of the University of Utah and the Wildcats of the University of Kentucky. Now let's meet the starting lineups. At forward for Utah, a 6'10" sophomore from Helsinki, Finland, number 13, Hanno Metala. At forward for Kentucky, a 6'5" senior from Miami, Florida, number 3, Alan Edwards. At forward for Utah, a 6'7" sophomore from Centerville, Utah, number 50, Alex Jensen. At forward for Kentucky, a 6'9" junior from Louisville, Kentucky, number 34, Scott Padgett. At center for Utah, a 6'11" senior from Portland, Oregon, number 51, Michael Goliak. At center for Kentucky, a 6'10" junior from Chicago, Illinois, number 13, Nazi Mohammed. At guard for Utah, a 6'2" junior from Los Angeles, California, number 24, Andre Miller. At guard for Kentucky, a 6'2" junior from Boston, Massachusetts, number 5, Wayne Turner. At guard for Utah, 6'5" senior from Tooele, Utah, number 34, Drew Henson. At guard for Kentucky, a 6'3" senior from Peachtree City, Georgia, number 15, Jeff Shepard. And introducing the head coaches for Utah in his 14th year, Rick Majerus. For Kentucky in his 7th year, Tubby Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the NCAA basketball championship game between the Duke University Blue Devils and the University of Connecticut Huskies. Let's meet the starting lineups. At forward for Duke, listed at 6'8", a sophomore from Birmingham, Michigan, number 31, Shane Battier. At forward for Connecticut, listed at 6'7", a junior from Springfield, Massachusetts, number 15, Kevin Freeman. At forward for Duke, listed at 6'6", a junior from St. Louis, wearing number 23, Chris Carwell. At forward for Connecticut, listed at 6'6", a junior from Coatesville, Pennsylvania, wearing number 32, Richard Hamilton. At center for Duke, listed at 6'8", a sophomore from Peekskill, New York, number 42, Elton Brand. At center for Connecticut, listed at 6'11", a junior from Katy, Texas, number 43, Jake Bosco. At guard for Duke, listed at 6'3", a senior from Anchorage, Alaska, wearing number 21, Trajan Landon. At guard for Connecticut, listed at 6'2", a senior from Augusta, Georgia, wearing number 21, Ricky Moore. At guard for Duke, listed at 6'2", a sophomore, also from Augusta, Georgia, wearing number 5, William Avery. And at guard for Connecticut, listed at 5'10", a sophomore from Minneapolis, wearing number 42, Khalid El-Amin. The head coach for Duke is Mike Krzyzewski. And the head coach for Connecticut is Jim Calhoun.